I always believed that love was supposed to feel safe, that once you chose someone, truly chose them, the doubts would disappear, the fear would quiet down, and the future would finally feel certain. But on the night before my wedding, love felt like the heaviest thing I had ever carried. The room was quiet, too quiet. My wedding dress hung neatly by the window, glowing softly under the lamp. Tomorrow, everyone would be watching me walk down the aisle, smiling, pretending that I was the happiest woman alive. But my hands were shaking, not because of nerves, because of my phone. I wasn't snooping. I swear I wasn't. A notification lit up the screen while it rested on the bed beside me. One message, one name I recognized, a name that wasn't mine. At first I told myself it was nothing. A coworker, friend, an innocent conversation that my mind was turning into something ugly because I was already emotional. But something inside me whispered, "Look." So I did. And in that moment, my entire world collapsed. The messages weren't physical. There were no explicit photos, no hotel plans, no confessions of love. It was worse. They talked about feelings, about loneliness, about understanding each other in ways I thought only I did. He told her things he had stopped telling me, how tired he felt, how misunderstood, how alive he felt when she listened. And she listened. Line by line, my heart broke in ways I didn't know were possible. This wasn't just flirting. This was an emotional affair. I sat there, frozen, rereading the messages over and over, hoping I had misunderstood something, hoping there was a missing context that would make it hurt less. There wasn't. I thought about all the times I asked him if something was wrong, all the nights he said he was just tired, all the moments I blamed myself for feeling distant. He wasn't distant. He was already gone. I didn't cry at first. I couldn't. My body felt numb, like it was protecting me from something too painful to process all at once. Instead, memories flooded my mind. The way he held my hand when he proposed, the promises we whispered about forever, the future we planned so carefully. And suddenly, none of it felt real anymore. What hurt the most wasn't the betrayal. It was the realization that while I was fighting for us, he was finding comfort in someone else. I wanted to confront him immediately. I wanted to scream, to throw the phone at the wall, to demand answers. But I didn't. Because deep down, I was afraid of what I already knew. That even if he apologized, even if he cried, even if he promised, it meant nothing. Something between us had already died. I spent the entire night sitting on the edge of the bed, staring at my reflection in the mirror. The woman staring back at me looked older, tired, broken. Was I really about to marry someone who gave his emotional intimacy to another woman? Was love supposed to feel like this? Morning came too quickly.
The house filled with laughter, music, voices of family and friends celebrating a day they believed was perfect. No one noticed my silence. No one saw the weight in my eyes. They told me how beautiful I looked, how lucky I was, how every woman dreams of this moment, but all I could think was, if they only knew. As I stood in my dress, veil pinned into my hair, I realized something painful. Cheating isn't always physical. Sometimes it's choosing someone else emotionally. Sometimes it's sharing your heart where it doesn't belong. Sometimes it's slowly abandoning the person who trusted you the most. And the regret doesn't come when you're caught. It comes when you realize what you were willing to risk for temporary comfort. I don't know what hurt more, knowing he did it, or knowing he never thought I would find out. When it was time to walk down the aisle, my heart felt heavier than my dress. Every step felt like a question. Can you live with this? Can you forgive this? Can you forget this? I looked at him standing there smiling, unaware that I knew everything. And for the first time, I didn't see the man I fell in love with. I saw someone capable of breaking me quietly. Some people think regret comes years later, but sometimes it comes before the biggest decision of your life. Sometimes love gives you a final moment of clarity, and sometimes the hardest choice is choosing yourself.
If you've ever loved someone who betrayed your trust, you're not weak for feeling broken. You're human.